Running is a special form of cardiovascular exercise because of its unique stresses on the body. It triggers intense catabolic processes that break down muscle tissue, create bone microfractures, and cause a spike in inflammatory biomarkers. And these processes are critical for strengthening and increasing the resilience of the mind and the body. Modern humans evolved to run out of necessity, likely to use endurance running as a form of persistence hunting, where you would chase the prey over long distances until it's exhausted. Humans have relatively long legs, large joint surfaces, and most of us have arched feet. All of these are structures which make our bodies relatively efficient at running. We also have higher amounts of slow twitch muscle fibers, which are most efficient for endurance activities. Running is an evolutionary gift. Although not everyone can run, those who can are truly blessed. What I will talk about today, maybe through the lens of running, it will apply to other forms of aerobic exercises. I believe people have an innate need to become more capable and to adapt to whatever task is in front of them. Throughout my life, I've been inspired by anime and cartoons that explore the idea of a main character dealing with inadequacy and overcoming their limitations. Think Samurai Jack or My Hero Academia. But particularly, Invincible comes to mind, where the main character is often finding himself on the losing side of the battles that he's engaging in the first season. But it is because of his biology and that he doesn't give up, that every fight that he goes through, every battle that he comes across makes him more resilient and more capable for the next fight. And it's the same for us. In the moment, running causes so much discomfort, and sometimes it feels like the best thing would be to just stop. However, if we hold that intensity and tolerate the initial discomfort repeatedly, every run will make us stronger, more resilient, and more capable for the next one. That discomfort and pain are the biological signals for our body to become stronger. When we run, the stress, the pain, and discomfort serve as biological information that the body will use to adapt to its current challenge. Mechanical loads are the initial signal that the body experiences. Think sore feet, followed by the molecular mechanisms. Think of the repair of the muscle fibers, and those lay the foundation for the body's resulting adaptations, which can be seen in strengthening of the foot muscles, which will result in less sore or feet that are not sore after running. These adaptations not only enhance specific muscles and tissues, but also contribute to overall systemic improvements in metabolic, cardiovascular, and respiratory efficiency, as well as mental resilience. Let's get into the mechanical load and molecular mechanisms. Within the muscle system, increased muscle tears from running leads to growth of skeletal muscle tissue. This is also accompanied by the increase in capillary density within that muscle, resulting in more capillaries forming to improve oxygen delivery to that muscle and the surrounding tissues as well. Strain from breathing strengthens respiratory muscles around the lungs, which thus also increases lung capacity and enhances the breathing efficiency. Top of that, repeated running bouts improve the metabolic efficiency within muscle tissues, enhance the use of fat as a fuel source, and result in better regulation of blood glucose levels. Within the skeletal system, the microfractures that occur during running are repaired, resulting in increased bone density, and the strain on the ligaments and tendons result in greater joint strength and stability after their repair. Running also promotes the production of synovial fluid between the joints, which lubricates them and reduces the risk of degenerative joint diseases like osteoarthritis. Within the nervous system, the enhanced coordination of the muscle movements that happen while running basically enhance neuromuscular coordination. This is basically the brain telling the muscle to fire and coordinating all of the muscle movement at particular times to basically achieve a gait that's akin to a gazelle. Repeated movement patterns during running lead to increased myelination of nerve fibers. This causes faster nerve signal transmission and overall an improvement in motor performance. Now we move on to the molecular mechanisms for repair and brain function, and this is where I'm biased. Mechanical stresses on muscles, tendons, and joints cause microtrauma and micro tears within this tissue that trigger an inflammatory response system-wide. The release of pro-inflammatory cytokines such as interleukin 6, tumor necrosis factor alpha initiate the healing process within these tissues. Accompanying that is the enhanced circulation because of cardiovascular exercise that delivers more oxygen and nutrients to tissues system-wide. It also results in the accumulation of lactate, which the brain can then turn around and use as an energy source, and results in the increased production of BDNF. Now, BDNF is brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which helps existing neurons survive and supports the growth of new neurons. It also enhances the ability of synapses to strengthen and weaken over time, which is crucial for learning and memory. On top of that, regular exercise also upregulates PGC1 alpha, leading to mitochondrial biogenesis and angiogenesis, which triggers the formation of new vasculature throughout the body. Now, one of my all-time favorite proteins or protein discoveries has to do with Klotho, because Klotho is mainly expressed in kidneys and the chloric plexus of the brain and is found to decline with age. Now, Klotho is special because it promotes platelet factors to produce platelet factor 4, which increases BDNF, thereby increasing learning and memory. A chronic aerobic exercise for at least 12 weeks or 3 months significantly boosts α-Klotho concentrations within the blood. A single bout of aerobic exercise can temporarily elevate α-Klotho levels as well. Trained individuals also have higher baseline α-Klotho levels compared to untrained individuals. So all of these things are telling us by engaging in aerobic exercise, we are increasing our α-Klotho levels and thereby increasing our levels of BDNF. And also lactate is involved in this as well, which basically wraps up in this beautiful system-wide effect where we're improving our cognition, we're improving our physical health. Now let's talk about the real-life applications. Titrating the dose of running is crucial because you can hurt yourself. So, because we're here for a long time as well as a good time, gradually increasing the intensity and going about 50% of your max effort is a good start, especially if you've taken a long hiatus, you don't want to sprain something. If you're also looking for a quick guide of where to start, I'd say 30 minutes of a moderate jog is a good enough start. It's where I started a few years ago. And if you need even more than that, I truly started running 5 minutes out and 5 minutes back and taking a rest in between. And that was enough to get me started. All of us will experience some form of sarcopenia as we age, which is muscle loss. And it will basically accelerate as we age, especially in our later decades. So to make sure one day that we don't wake up and we're winded because we need to use the bathroom or getting out of bed is a huge endeavor, aerobic exercise is a good investment that we can make right now. And if anything, becoming a stronger, smarter, calmer version of yourself is one of the best ROIs out there. So this is me narrating what's going to happen to you within the next few months as you take up cardiovascular exercise, such as running. Over and out.